Hello, everyone. This is Winston Wu of happierabroad.com. The following is a conversation that I recorded with my friend Rock and my friend Marissa over in the Philippines in a city called Angeles City, which is about 2 hours outside of Manila. And we were in a Starbucks, so we decided to record an audio conversation and make it into a podcast. And we basically just talked about living and dating in the Philippines and about the women and the culture. And we asked each other questions. So, yeah, it was pretty much a freewheeling type of discussion. And Rock is a close friend of mine. He's a longtime friend, too. He's an expat that's lived in Asia for many years. So he's pretty much an expat expert. And he in the forum he goes by Rock, ROCK. So if you visit the forum, the Happier Abroad forum, you've probably seen his posts because he posts a lot and has a lot of posts, and his posts tend to be really high quality because he's very practical and down to earth and knowledgeable. So so that's who Rock is. He's a white American expat who's been living in different parts of Asia, like Taiwan and the Philippines and Thailand. And my other friend in this discussion is Marissa, who is a young, light-skinned Filipina girl who has lived in the Philippines her whole life and has lived in Korea for a while too. And she's very sweet, humble, modest, and educated, so she has a sweet voice and is very pleasant to listen to because she has a modest, humble attitude, and is very down to earth, and that's what guys like. So it's always nice to hear her voice. So anyways, we talked about various things in this podcast discussion and covered a lot of different topics all over the place. So I hope you enjoy it and find it informative or interesting to hear different perspectives, especially that of a Filipina girl and the experience of Rock, my friend. So yeah, so this is one of those things where you can learn something from each person involved. So anyways, hope you enjoy it. And if you're new to me or my website, you can visit us on the web at www.happierabroad.com. That's happier, HAPPIER, and then abroad, ABROAD.com. And if you have any questions, visit our discussion forum, and where you can browse many discussion topics where we talk about all these things. And it's free. Everyone is welcome to join as long as they are sincere, honest, civil, and truth-seeking. Okay, well, here's the discussion. Hope you like it. Hi, this is Winston Wu of Happier Abroad. I'm here with Rock and a friend of mine named Marissa, and we're just going to have a free-flowing, unscripted, unrehearsed, general conversation about everything here, because Marissa's very sweet and innocent and intelligent, and Rock's very deep.
And Winston hasn't done a podcast in over 3 months.
Like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, hi Marissa, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Okay, just pretend that this is not recording and we're just...
Okay.
You know what?
Marissa's...
You know what? I
read my
hate
essays,
it.
right?
I just thought that you're always... I'm the center of the topic. I don't like it. It should be all of
A round table.
Yeah.
Okay, Marissa. The whole point is that when he puts these podcasts on the forum, and he's talking to you, a Filipino, he wants to learn about the Philippines, specifically living in the Philippines as a foreigner, dating in the Philippines, marriage in the Philippines, making money, investing, teaching, working, that kind of thing. If you know something about those topics, it helps a lot. A lot of foreigners don't know how to make money here. They don't know if they can get a job. They don't know what they can do here. They don't know how to start a business. They don't know how to invest. And they don't know, how to set up a life here. So they're afraid to come here for more than 1 month as a tourist. So I don't know what you know, but Marissa's well-traveled. She lived in Korea for 3 years. She speaks fluent Korean. So
Not
she's
fluent,
been around the
not-
block, even though she's still a young, attractive girl, as you can see from the photo. So yeah, take it away, and I'll get our coffees.
Marissa, what do you think of my essays and the happier abroad and getting out of America? I mean, doesn't it shock you that people are trying to leave when your whole life you said you've been conditioned to believe that everyone wants to go there?
I think it's eye-opening to people, especially the foreigners abroad. It's like they don't know much about Philippines, but you, Winston, you have traveled a lot in Philippines, and you are you're very eager to know about the culture here, and
You don't want to talk?
you like Philippines, right? You traveled a lot. And
Yeah, but didn't you say it was ironic that people are trying to get out of Philippines, and a lot of people are trying to come too, and it's very like
well, because
paradoxical,
your
huh?
life is kind of hard to make money like that for a living. So that's the reason is why most Filipinos, they want to go abroad, and if they have the chance to go abroad, they will grab the chance.
But do they think just making more money is going to make them happier? I mean, is it that simple? I mean, because people who have more money
life
aren't
is
really happy.
tough and hard. So,
Oh,
but there are most families here. They just want to stay here with their families because they love their families about all, and they don't want to go far or go abroad. They'd rather just stay with their families, being poor, rather than traveling abroad or going abroad and take the chances. Because they just want to live here with their family. Because for them, family and love is more important. So,
but you've noticed a lot of them when they go to America, they change, huh, and stuff.
yeah.
A lot of
Maybe it's
Filipinos.
because Filipinos are very adaptable. They are very flexible, and they can easily adapt the culture and the surroundings like that, the people.
Yeah, but we say it seems like they corrupt easily or something, or
Yeah.
like they just become more spoiled and snobby.
What about Alma here? Let's ask her about her opinions, her ideas
Yeah,
about.
Hey, Alma's a friend of Marissa's. We're in the Philippines, by the way.
Yeah, I
In-
am
so-
with my friend.
at a mall near Angeles City, by the way, in case I didn't say that.
Thank you.
Listen, never mind about complaining about America. Let's talk about the Philippines. That's what's interesting. What's the life you can find here? Work, money, and love.
Konti lang. Half-half. Okay lang.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me or Rock? Maybe you can be the interviewer or something.
Wow.
Maybe you can be.
So, for Rox, okay, I have a question. And is it your first time in the Philippines?
No, I've been here I used to live in Taiwan, and sometimes I would come here for business. I've been here a lot of times, and I've already been here 6 months, and I've traveled. I've been to most places in the Philippines. I've been, except Boracay and Palawan, and
Yeah.
Dumaguete I haven't been to, but I've been to Zamboanga. I've been everywhere. I haven't been to Vegan yet.
So, what do you think about Filipinos generally? About
Yeah,
the
you know
people?
what? We've been talking a lot about that on the forum, and I've been to a lot of countries.
Yeah.
I've been to countries poorer than the Philippines. I've been to Haiti, I've been to Africa, I've been to Bangladesh. And I think Filipinos have some very unique qualities that's not just connected to the economics of the country. They're very easygoing, they're very welcoming, and they speak English. So, oh gosh, I'm sorry. There's a phone here. So what I mean is that some people say, oh yeah, people are friendly in the Philippines because it's a poor country. No, that's not true, because I've been to a lot of poor countries aren't that friendly. There's a lot more to it. The culture is just a very relaxed, easygoing, live and let live culture. And that's one thing. Okay, the other thing, that's the good side. The bad side is that because everyone's so relaxed and easygoing, sometimes things don't get done. Like if something breaks, they just leave it broken. If something's not working, never mind. So sometimes you get frustrated. You fly Cebu Pacific. 40% of the time they're late.
Yes.
Sometimes they're 5 hours late. Sometimes you wait overnight. But you take the good with the bad. So the Philippines, you know what they say, it's more fun in the Philippines. That's true. I lived in Taiwan before. If you go to Taiwan, it's like Korea. Everything works. Everything works. The infrastructure is wonderful. In fact, Taiwan works better than Korea because it's smaller. But the people in Taiwan, they're very into their work, into their cliques, into their family, and it's easy to get lonely there. But when you come to the Philippines, you meet someone and they'll invite you to their house. Someone you just meet today, they'll invite you to their house, have a dinner, or join our little fiesta. So
Have
you
you
don't.
experienced that?
Yes, I have, and you don't have to be
Especially
lonely.
in the provinces.
Yeah, but even in Manila, you know what? You don't have to be lonely here. This is like one of the last places. I haven't been to India,
Yeah.
but the Philippines it's a very welcoming
Yeah,
country.
you never have to be alone for the holidays or birthdays or Christmas, New Year's. You always have people, and especially girls to celebrate
guess
with, and
Because
you don't
people
get
here
that
are
in a
also very
workaholic country.
dependent to their friends.
You know what else is good? This country, they have like some basic understanding of American pop culture, American music, because you have a lot of like history with America.
Yeah,
So
they
if
really like
if you're
it.
from America, that's a good thing because like when I ride taxis, I hear all these 70s and 80s American songs, and that's nice, And people here, they make jokes that Americans understand sometimes. If you go to China, if you go to Japan, the humor is kind of weird if you're a Westerner. But here, people are like half Malay or half Asian and half Spanish/American. It's a weird combination. Like they have Spanish names, they speak English, and okay. So what I'm saying is that it's a fun place, but a lot of Americans can't stay here too long. They go crazy because the infrastructure, the noise, the chaos, the pollution, all that stuff is very hard if you're not used to it. But I've been in Asia, I've been all over the world, so I can adjust to it. But I would say 90% of Americans, they can't stay here more than 6 months. Even some of the guys on the forum who are married, they end up taking their wives to America. One guy, Taco, he's tried to stay here for 2 years in the province. He finally had to go back to the UK.
2 years? I mean,
Yeah.
he should have gotten used to it by then. It's strange.
It was the opposite. He got overkill. So
Yeah, even I get burned out here. I mean,
so
after a
Marissa,
while.
I want to ask you, if there's a foreigner in America and he's 30 years old and he's at a dead end, he can't find a job, he doesn't have a girlfriend, he's lonely, he doesn't have much money. How could he come to the Philippines, find work, and establish a social life here if he wanted to
I
do
think
it?
he would start a small business.
Is there any way he could teach could he work in a call center or teach English? Is that possible? Teach Koreans English?
I think he can. He
How much
possibly
will they
can.
pay him?
Or he can apply in a call center. There are many call centers.
Yeah, but
right?
will they hire a foreigner?
Yeah, they would, because definitely it's like in a call center. I once worked in a call center, and then they don't know that you are from Asia, or they are assuming that you are working for a Western company like that. And that is why they can hire a Western
How much
applicants.
can they pay them?
I guess it's around 15 to 20.
15 to
monthly.
20,000
Yeah.
pesos? All right, so that's about $400.
$400. So I guess.
Now, what if they teach English to Koreans?
Yeah, that would be definitely.
Well, you did
great.
that before too, right?
Yeah.
How much did that pay?
For native, as you know, it's different because native speakers
Charge
they
more.
they get a lot, like maybe 300 to 500, right? Per day? No, per hour.
Oh, pesos per hour.
Yeah.
Now, are we talking about Pampanga or are we talking about Metro Manila?
No, in Metro Manila it will be higher.
No, I'm saying that when you told me about the call center, what
Call
the pay-
center in Manila it will be like 30 to
32,000.
30 to
40,000.
40,000.
Okay. All right. And it's not hard to get a good job, right?
Yeah,
And they can get a work permit?
they can.
Okay. All right. All right. See, because the other day, New Life in the Philippines was asking about that. All right. So she just gave a really good answer. See, you should utilize your resources more. You know, these people can answer specific questions that, that people ask on the forum. Now, how does a guy avoid money, gold diggers, bar girls, if they want to meet a good girl? How do they know?
That's the good question. Because if a Westerner like you, if he travels here to the Philippines and he wants to find a really good girl, okay, a modest girl like that, and so he should avoid going to the bars like Phil's like that.
Yeah.
Because it's not that they are not educated, okay, or they are illiterate. It's not like that. It's most of them they are poor, and they are tired of being poor. So they always think that if they hook up with foreigners, like especially Westerners, Koreans, or any, like, and so they think that they can easily get money, and they can easily get high status, and they can escape from being poor.
They're trying. It's an escape.
Yeah, as you know, in Philippines we are very family oriented.
Yes.
So they really love their families above everything else.
Okay.
So they always find, they always look for something that they can make themselves elevated. They can become richer like that because they are poor and they are really tired of being poor. So I think it's usually the prostitutes from the fields, okay, whatever you call them.
And those prostitutes, most of them are not even from Pampanga, right?
Yeah, they are from Visayas.
Visayas.
Yeah, Visayas.
All right. So if somebody, so lesson number 1, don't go to the bars and try to find a girlfriend.
Yeah. If you are looking for a serious relationship, don't go there. But if you are looking
just
for
fun,
okay.
Okay. What else? What else can they do?
Well, they can try to hang out they can try to hang out in a decent place.
Yeah.
And then
what's the deal? Like a church?
No, it's not like that. They can hang out with like in a restaurant, and then they can.
I want to ask you something. In the Philippines, is it acceptable? Say you're walking down the street or you're in the mall and you see a girl that you think is attractive. Is it okay to go up to her and say, "Excuse me, madam, I'd like to make a friend with you. Can we be text mates?"
Yes, I guess.
You think that's okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
If she's married, she'll just say, "Oh, sir, I'm married." If she has a boyfriend, "Oh, sorry, sir, I have a boyfriend." Oh, it's not convenient,
Probably,
sir.
or I think Filipinos are just very friendly, so they would not embarrass you if you ask them, "Hey, how are you? I think I want to be friends with you," and then they will answer, "Oh yeah." So I think they will talk to you very politely like that, in a friendly way.
You want a phone number or?
I don't. It depends. If that girl is married, maybe she will tell you directly, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm married," or I'm with my boyfriend right now, so I can give you my number. And it's finished. It's done. So.
But what if she's single?
She's single. I think she will be interested.
Right now, what if she happened? Like, let's just say, some girls are, like, say, the girl just doesn't like the guy. She might just say sorry.
Yeah, I think probably he will just say that, "Sorry, I have a boyfriend," like that.
Okay. All right. So, what Marissa's saying is that it's okay to cold approach in the Philippines if you do it politely. So it's okay. I mean, that's much better than going to bars if you want to have a chance at meeting a decent girl. Now, is there any way to tell by looking and listening what the girl's class is?
I think.
Because you know what? I noticed there's a difference. Like, when I'm in Makati and I know certain people, they have money. They drive a car. They have a good salary. They speak in a different way. They speak with a different accent. And when you talk to people from the squatter area, they speak totally different. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And when you speak to people from different areas, they have like regional accents, right? So
And I think
maybe
it depends on the areas.
Okay, say if Winston met a girl and he really liked her, he could have you talk to her on the phone. Could you tell her class from talking to her on the phone?
I guess. Yeah,
could.
you can
Okay.
definitely
So remember
tell
that.
the difference.
Because sometimes, if they speak in their language, you can't tell the class, but she can tell the class. So
How can you tell the class just from the sophistication or the level or the
I think the way
intelligence?
she talks, that she doesn't talk like
ghetto.
nonsense things
Yeah,
like
or
that.
she doesn't swear,
Yes,
and her accent.
What about the ones that talk really loud? Does that mean they're lower class? Like if they like, blah, 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 like that, and just
I
yell
think
out?
it's different because some of the women who were raised in the province, even they are educated and very literate. I think it's kind of different because it's how they were raised as a kid. Like me, I grew up in a city in Angeles, usually here. So I grew up in a family that is very quiet, and my mom or my father doesn't like us to shout or
You know, my friend Ava Page, she told me, she went to school in Manila, and she said when the province kids came to go to their school, they talked in a different way. They talked loud. Like the city kids, the Manila kids, and the province kids, there was like a big gap.
yes,
Because some people came from the province to go to school there, and they were like country bumpkins. They spoke loud. They spoke
yeah,
ghetto.
definitely they are.
Yeah, even if they don't swear, even if they're good, but they speak like country people.
Yes,
You know,
it's like that.
like rednecks.
You could
maybe.
tell the difference.
Yeah, well, they carry a certain vibe too. I heard, and they walk differently too, and have a certain vibe. Do you have any other?
Okay, I will say
Oh, you spilled?
Do you have any other questions for Rock? Maybe about
Hot water.
other countries or about America or Philippines or other parts of Asia or something?
Well, she can talk about Korea.
Oh my God.
She's been an expat in Korea for 3 years. Come on, talk about Korea.
But
Yeah.
I don't think there will be
There are guys who want
people
to go
who
to
are
Korea.
interested.
Oh, there are.
There are.
Because Korean girls are beautiful.
Oh yeah, they're very beautiful.
But
They're very
a lot
light
of guys
skinned.
are afraid of going to Korea because they think Korean people are snobby. Is that true or not?
I think it depends on the places as well.
Aren't they kind of cliquish and closed and kind of like Taiwan and Japan, just not very open with strangers?
It depends. I think in Korea they like Westerners and they like the white Westerners. I mean, they don't like people from Asia. Okay?
They don't like Southeast Asians.
Yes,
dark
they
skin.
don't like like Africans like that.
Yeah. So, is it true that in the Philippines, some people don't like Koreans because of the way they behave?
Yeah, I think
Do they behave snobby? Do they look down on you here? Some of them
most of the Koreans, I think, especially in Pampanga.
in Pampanga.
Yeah.
And there's a lot in Pampanga. What about like Japanese? Are they like that? Or you don't see too many Japanese?
Not a lot of Japanese here in this place, but
Okay.
I think in Manila or other places.
Okay. What about
But
Westerners?
the Japanese, the impression of Filipinos to Japanese, they are very generous.
Yes.
Yeah, I think. And
They're very different than Koreans. Now, can you tell by looking, hey, he's Japanese, oh, he's Korean? Can you tell the difference?
sometimes you can't tell, you can't distinguish them.
But
It's like,
after they talk and the way
Yeah.
they behave, because Japanese are so polite, aren't they?
you can.
They're like the most civilized people in the world.
I think you like Japanese. Right?
No, I don't, because I have other reasons I don't want to go there. It's a dying country. 50% of the girls aren't even interested of the young girls aren't even interested in men. That's how bad it is. So the population's going down, and it's getting older there. A lot of people living old.
I think they're being influenced by American culture. I
No,
don't know.
no. It's not that. It's just Japan's weird. They have one of the lowest birth rates in the world.
Yes, I've heard that's
People
the
aren't
biggest
having
problem.
kids. Women aren't interested in men. Men are not interested in women so much. It's weird. Can you imagine being 20 years old and not being interested in men?
Yes, and
That's weird,
that's
isn't it?
weird. And that is why a lot of Japanese are going here to find their mates like that, to find
Yeah, the
women for
Japanese
them.
guys who do want women, if they have a hard time there, they can come here.
Yes,
Or Vietnam, and look at Winston. I mean, back in Taiwan, he's a nobody. Here, he's a rock star. I mean, look at him.
yeah. Rock star. Wow.
Is it, I mean, he's like a movie star here, right?
That's the reason
They
he
call him
likes
Flash
here.
Winston.
Yeah.
No, well, you just have so many choices, and you never have to be lonely. You can do what you want and
When
talk
you
to
want.
people. You can act your desires. You can pursue your desires. You can have fun and be a teenager again. Especially in Angeles City, where it's an adult Disneyland, and it's fun. If you don't want a serious relationship and you just want to have fun, Angeles City is good for that.
But a lot of people on Winston's forum have been telling him to leave Angeles and go other parts of the Philippines and meet real girls like yourself, because the girls here they're not real. It's an illusion, right? You were saying they have these motivations just to get a better life. But if you go elsewhere, you can see what real Filipinos are like. They're just, they're talking to you because they're nice and they want to talk to you, not because they want to get something from you. Because in fields, the girls, as you said, they're here from Visayas because they have a goal. So Winston, he's spending most of his time here. It's not getting a good picture of the real Philippines, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's your friend, right? You know him how many years?
For like 5
You should push him.
But
You should kick his
I
butt.
think the problem with Winston, okay,
Yeah?
I hope you won't get offended, but I think he's very friendly, but the way his appearance, he doesn't look like that, he doesn't look jolly at all, or he doesn't look like he's friendly, okay,
He doesn't smile.
I guess, and he's like the geeky type. Before I told him that you look like a geek if you wear glasses, like that.
You know what?
Well, when you talk to me, I'm very jolly.
You know what? You
Yeah.
know what, Marissa? You should take him shopping sometime, and style him up.
I won't do that.
Oh, another thing. What about his hair? What should he do with that? Cut it off? Let it long?
I think he makes it bald.
He would look good bald.
Yeah, I
Like he would look like a thug, like a mafia, right?
yeah.
Why?
Korean mafia.
No, but you said I don't look geeky because the Korean guys are too introverted.
Yeah, but sometimes you look
I'm a lot more outgoing and talkative than that.
But you're so Asian.
Because I'm very passionate.
His
He's Asian?
appearance, yeah,
Yeah.
he really looks Asian. He can be like Filipino, Taiwanese, or Koreans, or Chinese.
Or Japanese.
Yeah, or Japanese. People wouldn't notice if
he needs to do this like he's like a Japanese, so they'll think you're. But hey, do your impression of like the anal Korean or Taiwanese that look,
Oh, the Taiwanese?
Taiwanese.
yeah,
They do that.
the old people, the old people.
What does that mean? I mean, what does that
It
mean?
means life is very serious and
And you have to be very serious. You have to take it seriously.
Yeah.
So they're doing this to you.
Yeah.
In Philippines,
Very
we do
serious
like
and
that.
strict.
It's like an insult.
Yeah, but they do that.
No, they do that in Taiwan.
The parents do that to their kids.
When
Gotcha.
they discipline.
Oh,
When they're disciplining you, they do that.
I see.
It's just very. See, Ladies' Love says it's a constipated face.
The constipated face.
In Taiwan and Japan. Very. That.
That looks very weird.
Yeah, no, that's one type of look in Taiwan, the strict, serious,
Yeah.
cold look. And then the other type is the Hello Kitty look, like this.
You look like more a Hello Kitty, right?
No, it just looks very geeky and innocent,
Oh yeah.
like that. It's just gay. It's just fake. Both looks are not natural. I mean, they're just fake. You can't really connect with them. I mean, they're just.
From
Yeah, just
if
not
I
down to
don't know
earth,
you,
you know?
if I don't know you, I would assume that you are a Korean. Because
That's a good thing, actually,
Yeah.
because Koreans.
No, but most people in Angeles think I say I'm Chinese. I don't look Korean because the eyes. Yeah, I don't look exactly. If you see a lot of Koreans, you can tell after a while. There's a certain look, like the eyes are slanted up or something. But they can tell.
But I think that it's not a good idea for someone to always just be in Pampanga, in Angeles, because that's not really the real Philippines. What you see here, you can't really know the culture. If you want to know the culture, you have to spend time.
traveling to different places.
Yeah, I mean, spend time in Metro Manila, spend time in Cebu, Davao, go to the province.
Yeah, like that.
I mean, this is a strange place. And I think Pampanga itself is nice, but the problem is that it's got, it's got this whole area here with Clark and all these foreigners, all these bars.
Ask Alma if she has any questions for Rob.
Do you have any question?
Oh, I like your shirt.
Yeah, it's so
Joke.
American.
So,
Yeah, it looks like she loves America. Huh? Very,
She does. She really
very
loves
Really?
fandom.
America.
hey, are you available? We can advertise her on the forum. Can we put your picture on the
She's
forum?
really available.
Um, no, I mean like in case somebody expresses interest.
Yeah, why not, right? Anything is possible.
Do you have children?
Anything is possible.
Like the word.
So
Anything
she's-
is possible.
She's
See,
a
that's very
you're from
open-minded thing to
Pampanga,
say.
right?
Anything is possible.
And no children,
No children.
and she's teaching. Okay,
How about
and yeah, we can put your picture on there. And if somebody's interested, they'll tell Winston, and he'll.
Or you could just join Date in Asia too. I mean,
Yeah, but Date in Asia is full of weirdos.
it's free. Or cherry blossoms. No, they told me.
Do you smoke?
no?
Okay, she's a good girl. Yeah.
I'm not smoking. I don't.
Okay.
Sounds like boring. I don't drink alcohol, something like that.
No. No, because a lot of guys they want boring girls. They don't want party girls.
Maybe.
Yeah.
In America?
No, on his forum.
Okay.
Have you seen his forum?
Yeah, I think you sent me the website, right?
Well, yeah, many times. I think you've read some of the forum and some of my essays too and blogs,
And then
articles.
it's not really a kind of complaint, but he's always telling me about the life in America and how it's very superficial like that. And
Yeah, but you know what I say? We're not in America. Forget about America.
okay,
You know
but
what?
we are very curious since we've never
Look,
been
I'm
there.
going to tell you the truth. America is not a bad place for women. It's a bad place for guys.
I've heard from
They have
yeah.
like women there have power. Women
Yeah.
there have choices. If you're 45 or 50 and you're average looking, there's going to be guys trying to date you there.
Let's go to America.
I mean,
We're just kidding.
anyway, look, I haven't lived in America for a long time, but that's what my friend Moncro tells me. He's telling me that he goes to clubs and even these like older women, they call them cougars, they're going for like, they're getting dates, they're getting attention. So America's a great country for you guys, not for us.
But there are so many women that have
Right.
choices, but they don't like any of the choices. Because if you become too picky, you're not going to like any of the guys that like you, and they'll still be single. There's a lot of women like that too. If they have too many choices, they're too picky, they don't want anybody, then they're always alone, and then guys have no opportunities. But also, it's also good if you're very materialistic and you like career and working, but if you're not materialistic, there's that aspect too. If you're not very materialistic, you're not going to like the culture either, because it's it's just too workaholic, too business oriented, too serious too. It's not a relaxed, wild culture.
Sometimes I miss America and I go back like a month a year. I like to just stay there, go to the beach, see my parents. But I don't want to like go to school or go to work there. But just to go there and stay, it's a beautiful place. Some places are beautiful,
Which part?
Lots of places. Like I like Florida, but I visited him in Las Vegas. And when you leave Las Vegas, there's some beautiful nature. There's canyons and mountains and parks, and it's clean, it's unspoiled. There's no people. Air is perfect. Tell her about Arizona or New Mexico.
Yeah, you've seen some pictures. I have a lot of beautiful nature pictures. I had some postcards too.
America's unmatched for that stuff.
Yeah, the nature I told you before. that the nature is very beautiful, but if you're enjoying it all by yourself, I mean, it gets lonely after a while.
So sometimes I get tired of the noise and the pollution. I go to America, I chill. I even like Las Vegas because it's a small city. Most of the houses are new. Everything works. It's clean. It's modern. But it's lonely. It's lonely because people there are very fake.
Yeah.
Most people in Las Vegas,
You told me about it.
it attracts a weird kind of people. It's kind of like
And dark
Angeles.
energy.
Yeah, dark energy. That's it, dark energy.
Dark energy.
Listen, Angeles is the same thing. It attracts dark energy from the Philippines. Pattaya in Thailand, it attracts dark energy from the Philippines. That's why I told Winston at some point he should spend an extended period outside of Angeles because there's a dark energy here. It's in Vegas is the same way. We call it Sin City.
I don't know where this dark energy is coming from, but really I think it does. There are a lot of dark energies.
She and I have something in common. She's experienced a lot of Murphy's Law too, and unusual things going against you in life.
Yeah.
It's like every time you want to do something, there's a force that goes the opposite against you. It happens every day, all the time. But it's unusual that Ask Alma if she has any questions or
Do you have any questions?
go to rock or something. Huh?
I had my question a while ago, but you already answered.
Any other question? Or?
I'm still thinking. What should
I mean, you're gonna. Are you putting this on the forum, Winston?
Well, I guess on the site and the forum.
You have to edit it because it's
No, this is not a formal interview. It's just a free-flowing conversation, a natural discussion. You don't have to be, or your other friend here.
Can he put your picture on the forum?
picture, my picture. It depends on the picture that you're going to put.
No, I put the picture from Tag before on the forum before, and everyone thought it was beautiful. Yeah.
You didn't have my permission to put my picture. Oh goodness! I don't
Hit
know
him on the head.
what kind of picture is that? You think that you posted and you're
No, the one that I showed you. Remember the ones that
Oh
were.
my gosh! I was like, oh,
No, it's just in a thread, but it's buried down deep into the forum. It's in the archives.
okay.
People don't talk about it anymore.
I think it's a
But
good
yeah,
picture.
everyone thought it was hot. Even he thought it was hot.
I saw the
like that.
picture. It was good. It makes you look like light skinned.
Yeah, very white and stuff. You know that one I showed you. I sent you in the Skype before.
How did you guys meet each other? Tagged?
Yeah, it's like some social networking site.
Were you dating before? Were you guys ever dating?
No, this is like the second time I met her after yesterday. I only met her once a few years ago.
Oh yeah,
And
we did,
then
right? That's
yeah, and then she disappeared and had other things going on in
Oh,
life.
you went to
and then-
Korea, right?
Yes.
Wow, 3 years in Korea.
Yeah, and she also talked to Steve Hoka for a few times too. And
Steve
You know
Hoka.
Steve Oka?
yeah,
Is that, wait, which one is, oh,
the
that,
interviewer? Yeah,
The-
remember the Ohio guy?
the crazy guy is,
Stupid?
Not crazy. He's just very aggressive and passionate about.
the one who hates America?
Yeah. Well, you
Yeah,
guys
you remember the one who interviewed me and Lady Slav and Steve?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, here's Steve Hoka. You know, these American women, they're 60 years old and they won't date anyone over 25. But guys like me, nice guys like, he's just constantly going on and on and on and on and on about how bad America is. He's annoying.
Steve Hoka?
Oh,
Well, he
gosh.
just has strong opinions.
The
But
time I talked to him on Skype, he was nice, I guess. I don't know, but
No, but he's so negative.
no,
He's
about
so
America.
negative.
yeah.
But that's what he, look, he interviewed a guy who's an expert on the Philippines who wrote a book, Larry Elterman. Larry Elterman was supposed to talk about the Philippines, but over half of that interview, Steve was complaining about America. And during the interview, I was just like, please stop talking about America. We want to hear about the Philippines. Nobody cares about America. Nobody cares about America. Why do you just want to keep venting? America, we know. I mean, look, I left America. It's over. You know?
Even, I mean, he's a tall, decent-looking guy, and he doesn't connect with women in America either.
No, I mean, when I was in high school, I dated one girl for a few months. That was it.
Just one girl?
And in
no, he
college,
just doesn't connect with them
No,
because they're
because-
so fake and
yeah,
so
there.
different
I don't know how to explain it, but in America, you have to act.
and very negative attitudes
You
toward
got to
men.
be kind of cool. You got to act a certain way. Like if you don't act exactly right, they just think you're weird, and they put you like to the side. Oh, he's, you know how group dynamics are, right? If they decide you're weird, you're like an outcast.
They're an outcast.
So there's people like that. In fact, his forum, most of the guys on there, I think, are probably like that. Doesn't matter.
So if you're a woman, you will fit in America.
Nowadays,
Nowadays.
women, because of feminism, women have gotten extremely powerful.
Yes.
So you can be fat. Oh, he should love me as I am. Even though I'm 250 pounds, I'm big and beautiful. That's what they call them, BBWs, big and beautifuls.
Big, beautiful woman.
And I have a right to be with the most attractive guy. I have a right to be with a Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise, Zac Efron lookalike, even though I'm 250 pounds. So
Women
what?
are very
I'm
powerful.
a queen, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way they
You
think.
can't do that here, right? I think here in Philippines, the men they are the kings. It's
Yeah, it's a very
they're
pro-male.
acting
That's the
kings
thing.
and it's-
Philippines is a pro-male culture. America
Exactly,
is
yes.
anti-male culture.
It's the
So,
opposite.
so it's not good for
But the bad news is these feminists are spreading the news all over the world. They're here in the Philippines. There are
Yeah.
organizations here.
Yeah. Have you heard about Amway business?
Amway, that's just a
multi.
scam.
You mean the
No,
multi-level
no, no.
marketing?
I've had some friends in Korea, like they are working in Amway, and then I had an interaction with them, and then they asked me if I can work for Amway like that. I had this Korean friend, and she has like a position in Amway, and it's like a group where they think that women should become powerful like men. It's like they can't be treated like they can't look down on women because women are also powerful like men. So they can create their own business through Amway.
Well, that's probably the spin they're giving to women. That's a spin. But I mean,
Yeah.
Amway.
It's just a story.
I mean, it's network marketing.
Yeah,
They've been
it's
around
network
for
marketing.
50 years.
Yeah, but it's like a group. Once you meet up with people, it's like, oh, it gives you power.
They spread it like a religion.
Yes.
Because if you're working for Amway, you need people under you selling,
Yeah.
and you
But
get.
most of them are women. Really.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's probably right. It's probably 80% women. But
What about that? You were talking about that.
no. I mean, this is my opinion. It's only my opinion, but I think that men and women are different. We're created differently.
Yeah.
We have different strengths and weaknesses. Women are nurturing. Women, obviously, women can have children. Men can't directly. When you try to get women in the workforce too much, things get messed up. I don't know how much innovation or creativity we're going to get in the future in America now that, they're putting women in all of these positions of power. It's a scary trend, and I don't think it's a healthy one. And unfortunately, America is so powerful that they're able to spread their culture all over the world.
Yeah.
And so there are women who come to the Philippines. There are women who go to Africa. There are women who go everywhere trying to, like they have some that come here to Angeles and they say they're saving girls. We're going to save her. Like she's underage, but they're not underage. It's rescue. That's the word they use, rescue. But some of these girls are doing it because they need the money and they don't want to be rescued.
Yeah.
You understand? They don't want to be raided. So
Especially American women are very powerful, I think, so they can easily, spread.
well, the problem is money. I mean, there's a foundation in the U.S. that's going to fund these people, like Bill Gates. Some of the richest people in America, they're going to leave their money to organizations like this, who travel all over the world and spread this. And so, the Philippines are probably going to change. I keep telling Winston, enjoy the Philippines while you can, because it won't
Yes,
always
because
be this
later
way.
it will become the women are going to be powerful, and they will think that women power. Okay.
Yeah.
So people like America, especially Filipino women are very adaptable and flexible. They can easily adapt to culture.
I know,
Yeah,
I know.
so
I know because you guys work all over the world.
especially American culture is really very.
I mean, today Philippines is still a very nice place to be. You know, it's got a great culture. And you know, one thing I noticed in the Philippines,
Yeah.
if you look at children here, they're happy.
They're happy.
The reason they're happy, I think, is because they're getting held all the time. They're getting attention all the time. There's always relatives holding the children. In middle class America, when you're young, you're pushed to be like, oh, you got to go out and be on your own. You have your own room. You have your own toys.
And you know what I've noticed? As me, I have one niece, okay? She's 4 years old.
Yeah.
And she can play by herself without toys. She can do whatever she wants. She laughs, she giggles, and then she runs and
But
she's
she
happy.
has
She
people
dances.
around her all the time, right?
Yes, and then she doesn't need much toys or good toys or any kinds of
She
materialistic.
just needs human contact.
Yes.
But you know, middle class people, even in the Philippines, a lot of them get less of that. They get less of that. You know, they're
Yes.
like, the parents are very busy with their careers, and the siblings are busy with their activities. So the kids are kind of like, oh, you got to learn to be independent. You got to, you know, at an early age. And in his culture, Northeast Asian culture, they have this concept of tiger moms, where not only are they independent, but they're pushed to study, learn the piano, learn this, learn that, be talented, get the best test scores. A lot of them have issues too, you know. So like the Philippine way makes people happy when they're growing up, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's happy. They're just relaxed and they like to have fun a lot and enjoy. You know. So I don't know if you want to call that happiness, but
No, the kids
they just
smile.
want to have a good
The
time.
kids come up to you. The kids
Yeah.
are very nice here. Most of them.
Yeah.
In America, by the time people get to be teenagers, they're really difficult. They don't even want to be around, you know.
So.
But you know, I don't think you have to be so scared of feminism because you know it only started getting bad in the 80s, and then whenever the pendulum swings this way, it's going to swing back another way. There's always an equal and opposite opposing force.
I hope
it's
so.
Newton's law. I mean,
I hope so.
That's why the men's rights movements are getting stronger, higher. I mean, more
I hope
growing
so.
too,
I
because
hope so.
every force is going to generate another force. That's a
Yeah.
universal law principle. Two.
That's really good.
You're cold?
You don't have a jacket.
Are
Or?
there seats outside?
There
I'll
might
scout.
be.
I'll scout. I'll scout.
But you know, if we say the outside, I think it's very noisy, right?
It is, but it's kind of noisy here too. A lot of people are talking at the same time around you. I don't even know if anyone can hear this tape.
Hey, Wiz,
I just enjoy listening.
what are we planning to do tonight? I mean,
Well, didn't you want to go walk around in fields? Or?
yeah, sure. I think they would love. Paulian na.
Are you okay?
Wala mo ako nilabi ni
How come your eyes are red? You want some glasses? Or?
Like that. It means my eyes are tired.
Oh, okay. You want to use some eye drops? Here.
Lab?
Yeah, I have some Japanese eye drops. They're really good.
Oh my goodness.
Nasa.
I'll try. Maluto yung mata.
Malito ko rin mata.
No, my eyes get that too, especially when there's smoke. My eyes get red.
Punta na ba ka ng fields? Picture kita mo, di ba?
Oh,
Banda mo kasi. We like to hang out, like with yoke, like singing, something.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
Anong yung banda kasi?
yeah, put this in your eyes. They're good Japanese eye drops.
Sabi ko niya, kasi kindat ako.
Look, you should try that, Marissa. Japanese eye drops. You can do it yourself. You don't have to get that close, both eyes.
Is it close?
No, just drop them. You don't need to get that close.
It's the Japanese.
Yeah, that's it. You don't have to get that close. Just like this.
You can do it yourself. Just like this. I mean,
It's fine.
no, I meant she can do it herself, like this, like that. See?
Oh. I have eye drops too. Then kunin kayo akin eh.
Like that.
Okay, thank you.
Wait.
These are high quality Japanese eye drops.
Here. We also have it from Philippines.
Yeah, but this is an expensive Japanese kind. You got,
So it's from Japan.
yeah, but we bought it in Taiwan though.
Oh, okay.
My parents bought it.
I'll try.
Put it in your eyes, try it.
Yeah, it looks good.
Matagyan po kasi eh. Thank you. I like it.
Kaya ba lang menthol?
No, it'll make your eyes a little whiter. You don't have to touch your eyes with it.
Oh my God.
It stings a few seconds,
Yeah.
only a few seconds. You don't need to touch your eyes. Just drop them like that, like a rainwater drop.
You know,
You know, around here your eyes get red because there's so much pollution and smoke, and
yeah.
especially in the bar, you know, there's a lot of smoke, and it makes my eyes red too and sting. That's why I carry them here.
Wow, thank you very much. Do you have some? Can I have one?
Oh my gosh. Sis, nakatamig. Ako may luto mata?
Let me pause this while Rock is, I don't know.
No. Yeah, you
Pause.
can pause it.
Or you can talk about something with me, or something.
Anything. Din mo ka?
Or I can say Marissa is so maganda, and then you can say
I like
bola bola like that.
Yeah, you always say that. It's bola bola.
That's so cute when you say that. Bola bola.
Huwag ka ninin
Bola
eh.
bola.
Kaya. Wala kaya. Yung bisabi ko. Later.
Saying what?
About her. Positive. That's good.
Yeah. Positive energy.
You make
Yeah,
her
no.
very confident.
Well, I know, but I just like to do that because you know.
That's good for you. For you, my dear.
Sabi ko na kaya sa'yo magkanta yun eh. Kaya pala eh.
Still red? My eyes are
Yeah.
still red.
No, it's not just compliment. It's just the way I flirt with girls, you know. Like in Russia, I'll say the same thing. I'll say "Ti ochen krasiva." It means the same thing. You're very maganda,
Kasi,
and the girls will giggle and blush. And that's just the way I flirt with girls.
That's good.
kasi balang na ang ka-outgoing datang niya. Mahilig ka king music.
Isn't rock like me, like philosophical and down to earth, and
Yeah, I think it is.
and not too serious, but kind of a little bit deep and.
I think he likes to have fun like that.
Huh?
I think he likes to have fun and he likes Philippines, just like you. Right?
Yeah, he's like me. It's like we're playful, you know, like silly and playful, but also deep, you know. It's like you're an old soul, but also a child in one together. It's a lot of people who are free thinkers are like that, or spiritual people. They're like
Yeah,
that. They're like playful, like children, but they're also deep with an old soul wisdom, you know.
Karimila.
Where did Rock go? He's on the phone.
It's there. But ano yung the fields?
Is it quieter outside, or?
It is quieter, but it's there aren't any seats though.
There aren't any seats.
Agkat mo yan. Kasi kailangan kami power na agkat, di ba?
Wow, this is not cold.
It's more quiet out there.
Hindi, kaya bimiyan. Hey, Wins, I think we like to go to the fields. We like to go like singing.
Oh yeah, she said she hasn't been to the field since 2007.
Well, let's go.
We can go sing somewhere. Do you want
Hey,
to?
you're not recording, are you?
Yeah, I still am. I can stop it now. You want? Yeah. Okay, I'll stop it now. We'll continue the conversation later. This is Winston Wu. Hope you enjoyed that. I guess we'll continue later. All right, bye.